In the last section, we got an update to our component right here, and we can definitely tell that we are successfully using the card group component because I see the text view campaign on the screen right here. If our component was not working correctly, we would have not seen that text appear at all. So let's figure out exactly what's going wrong here and how we can fix it. This is a little bit of a gotcha around semantic UI React. If I flip back over to the documentation and then go up to the very top and click on usage, you'll see that this first section right here says, oh yeah, you can install all this stuff by running yarn add. And just so you know, if you're not familiar with yarn, it is more or less equivalent to npm, which we've been using. So it says, oh yeah, just install this module and you're good to go. However, if you read very carefully on the sentence right after that, it says you'll also need to include a style sheet to provide the styling for your components. So what we installed 2 sections ago was just the JavaScript side of semantic UI React, just the component files. We did not get along any CSS or styling along with that module. So to actually get some styles, we have to do a little bit of additional installation. If you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see it listed here. So there's a couple of different ways that we can get some styling included in our project. We can either add in a simple link tag, or we can add in a semantic UI CSS package. So this is a separate package that includes all the CSS included with semantic UI. Normally, this would be the easiest way to get started. However, we are using Next.js, and out of the box, Next does not have support for CSS modules, as this is recommending right here. So we could use this by adding in support for that to Next. However, that's just a whole bunch of additional configuration that we probably don't want to go through because, hey, again, at the end of the day, we're here to build an Ethereum application, not learn about how to handle CSS. So rather than going through this extra step right here, we're going to keep things really straightforward and really simple, and we're just going to directly use this link tag right here. So I'm going to copy this link tag, and I'm going to go back over to my code editor. Now, as you and I very well know, and this is something we probably learned back in HTML 101 when we first got started learning about web development, we always add those link tags to the head tag of an HTML document. However, whenever we are using Next.js, we do not really get easy access to our default HTML document. Instead, Next automatically generates one for us. We certainly can customize how that gets generated. However, again, that's a little bit of extra hoops that we have to jump through to customize that document. And again, I don't really want to go through that entire big side topic. So for right now, as a very temporary solution, so this is something that we're going to come back to later on and fix and do it essentially the right way. But for right now, just to get everything to appear nicely on the screen, I'm going to take that link tag and just add it directly to our render method, like so. So you've probably never seen this before, a link tag inside of a React component. Well, don't worry, there's no reason we can't do this. Our React component will render the link tag, and that will cause our browser to download that CSS file just like it normally would. Again, this is a very temporary fix, and we're going to come back to this and address it in a more reasonable fashion. But for right now, I really just want to get some content working. So I'm going to save this file, and then we'll go back over to the browser and test this out. Once we go back over, our automatic module reload should kick in, and we should see a nice looking card appear on the screen. Okay, so this is much better. We definitely have some styling here. We've got the address of our campaign and a link to go view it. Of course, the link doesn't do anything just yet, but that's something we'll fix in a little bit. You'll notice that this card does in fact appear to be stretching from the far left-hand side to the far right-hand side. There's no margin between the sides of the browser and the card, and there's no margin at the top. So we can't quite get a sense of the card just yet, and clearly there's still a little bit of work we have to do on styling, but this definitely works for right now. So let's pause right here and come back to the next video and continue working on this campaign list component.